Hello, my name is Greg Pierce. I am the president of EngiSystems, a software validation company based in Ohio with offices in US and Canada. EngiSystems has been in business for the past 7 years and it is recognized as the leading provider of software validation, specializing in consent decree remediation. The purpose of this presentation is to demonstrate the importance of software validation, challenges in maintaining the validation state, and methods that could help to achieve compliance. Design controls is driven by 21 CFR 820.30. The FDA defines software verification as being the process that provides objective evidence that the design outputs of a particular phase of the software development lifecycle meet all of the specified requirements for that phase. Software validation states that is a part of the design validation for a finished device, but is not separately defined in the quality system regulation. The FDA states that software validation to be the confirmation by examination and provisions of objective evidence that software specifications conform to user needs and intended uses. Software is an integral component of a range of devices that perform critical life-saving functions and basic daily tasks. As patients grow more reliant on computerized devices, the dependability of software is a life or death issue. The federal regulation that applies to quality system software is found in 21 CFR 820.70I, Production and Process Controls. It states that all software changes shall be validated before approval and issuance. These validation activities and results shall be documented. Production software is part of the quality system. It's not contained in a medical device. It is software and production tools used for process monitoring and control applications. The FDA suggests the validation rigor shall relate to the amount of risk the software poses. ERP is essential to the overall well-being of the organization. Another example of a quality system application is CAPA, which is always scrutinized. Therefore, the software used is also evaluated for validation. Between January and December 2010, FDA issued 89 warning letters to medical device firms for quality system GMP deficiencies. Beside the direct implication of software in the design control and production control, all the other subsystems mentioned share the use of software. CAPA is utilizing a database to capture the trending and progress of action items. Production and process controls uses software in their automated equipment for production and testing. Design control uses software for their issue tracking and design history file, and always the software inside the medical device is required to be validated as well. Software failures were behind 24% of all the medical device recalls in 2011. According to data from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which said it is gearing up its labs to spend more time analyzing the quality and security of software-based medical instruments and equipment. The agency has come under fire in recent years for not holding manufacturers accountable for insecure or poorly written software. In medical devices that contain software, it can be extremely difficult to assess if a firm follows their processes for design controls. These types of failures can directly lead to patient harm or death. Some defects were basic violations of software coding practices, while others were new defects that were introduced during the correction of previous defects. How can software failures be reduced? There are multiple approaches that can be used as a framework for reducing software defects early in the lifecycle. Waterfall is one approach for the product software development lifecycle. However, there are many other frameworks that may be used, and each of them have their strengths and weaknesses. The key element here is defining all the processes within the framework to remove defects early in the software development lifecycle. These processes within the framework cohesively work together in removing the defects and preventing injecting new defects into the software when changes are made. The V-model approach can be used for the production software validation. Software in the automated production and quality control systems drive computerized equipment to perform desired tasks, plus operator manuals and instructions. The hardware system, software program, and general quality assurance system controls are essential to the automated manufacture of medical devices. The systematic validation of software and associated equipment will assure compliance with the quality system regulation, reduce cost, and improve quality. Companies are increasing the utilization and complexity of software used in the medical devices. Also, companies are increasing the utilization of software systems for quality and production processes. In turn, creates challenges for the industry to maintain software compliance. It increases the risk of the system not meeting its intended use, which can lead to recalls and patient harm. So what is making it so challenging and difficult for companies to be compliant? Lack of mature software engineering processes that are compliant with the quality system regulations, the lack of resources and specialized knowledge of software validation for the production equipment, misunderstanding of what is required for software validation, how to achieve it, and how to maintain it. Increase in the utilization of software systems in production and quality system processes has become more challenging. What are the risks of unvalidated software? Patient safety, adverse patient safety events, incorrect dosage, loss of market share, reputation damage, loss of opportunity in the Pacific market segment, product confidence negatively impacted, financial impact, millions or even billions lost, liability and lawsuits, product recall and replacement. As the medical devices are becoming more sophisticated and precise, the software controls require more rigor in order to remove defects. Also, the risk is becoming proportionally higher with the increase in complexity of the software used in the medical device itself, or equipment used in the processes of producing the medical device. What is the advantage of achieving software compliance? Well, established processes and procedures promote patient safety and efficacy, prevent FDA 483 warning letter or consent decree, protect business and shareholders from financial loss. Addressing an FDA 483 warning letter or consent decree is disruptive and expensive, especially if it requires the retrospective validation of an automated process, system, piece of equipment, or medical device software. In today's fast-changing and increasingly complex regulatory environment, many companies are choosing to outsource the compliance task because of the time, expense, and expertise required to recruit qualified professionals. Recruiting, hiring, training, and management of these specialized staffers depletes precious internal resources. Staffing companies do not provide the value of managed resources. Offshoring is an option, but the limited cost savings are negated by inefficient business processes and communication challenges. A relationship with EngiSystems complements the client's in-house expertise to help overcome staffing shortages and control costs. Partnering with EngiSystems allows our clients to concentrate on core business objectives, providing a cost-effective alternative for managing and maintaining software compliance. EngiSystems understands the importance, challenges, and methods of software validation. Thank you for your time.